Hi everybody, welcome to John Creator. Today we are going to model a complete text and textures and complete design tutorial of wireless keyboard. So I'm going to think it in my way and I'm going to design completely. So now we will complete the one part of creating the keys first. So that will be easier for us to make a keyboard design. So first we will concentrate on the keys, then we will proceed further in next process. Okay, so let's begin. And before that, you are new to this channel, subscribe my channel and share it with your friends. And you are very new to the 3D modeling, see my old beginner videos. Okay, before that, control S and save the object file. So I'm going to make it as kbd. It's nothing but keyboard. And after creating this, press shift A and create a cube. Press period key to zoom in and shift Z to the solid view. And now I will show you one tricks. Now I am deleted. So this thing need to be loaded default, means you can go to the file, go to the defaults, save as startup. So whenever you create a new file, so it will be coming the same thing. Okay, so I just open my kbd again. Fine. So let's create a box. Period key and go to the solid view. After creating this, so we are going to design the key shape. Okay, go to the top view, and I hope this size is enough, but we have to reduce it a little bit. Scale, and in Z axis make it little bit height lower, and the top key is fine. I make it little broad. Okay, fine. Now, and I make it as key, rename the object, and I press Ctrl A and apply a scale. I save it. Now go to vertices selection, select these vertices, go to the top view, go to the wireframe, press S to scale slightly out. So like this. Go to top view again and scale it slightly out. I hope now this shape has the good look. And I am going to give one small depth for this. Select everything, right click and subdivide, and select this and GZ slightly down. And now press Ctrl 3 to make it smooth and bevel. So in this we are going to do some more step here. Go to the solid view and go to the modifier and turn off the editing, so which is not good for us. So I select everything, these corners, and I'm going to make some beveling for this, so which will be easier for us. Control B to bevel and create one edge loops. Now we can able to see we have got the one smooth key things. So now I am going to do the unwrapping first now. So unwrapping is most important for texturing the files, everything, keys and everything. Okay, and I do one thing and go to the bottom view and select these face and X to delete the faces. So I just turn on my screencasting, so it will be easier for you to understand. Okay, fine. Now after this, and let me see how it looks. Yeah, it looks fine. So for us key has been came. So I'm going to the top view and scale it once again little bit bigger in object mode. So fine. I just make it a little bit slower. Sorry, I just undo it. Okay, this size is enough. Fine. So now press shift A. I'm going to use a rubber keys for this. So rubber keys means like rubber thing for pushing and up and down. The same steps I'm going to use for this design. Just the just adds the one model and designing. That's it. Okay. So go to the top view, go to the scale wireframe and scale it down. Shift Z. Okay. And front view and go to GZ and up to this bottom. Okay. Okay. GZ and use the control key. Oh, control key is not working. Why? We have to turn on the vertices. Now it will work. So don't forget. So after doing this, using this, we are going to make some curve design first. Go to edit mode and right click and subdivide. Right click and subdivide. So this one, select the face. Go to the vertices selection and select the middle one. Control Shift S1. Sorry. Add Shift S1, enter and select this. Go to the face selection. Sorry, I just delete this one which is not required for us. X and delete the vertices. E to extrude in Z axis. Go to the front view. And I hope we can make it little bit bigger itself. Fine. Because we are going to make this one is a little bit less. GZ and E to extrude in Z axis, scale GZ and E to extrude in Z axis. So I'm going to keep it here and select this GZ. Okay, now select these edges, E to extrude and scale, E to extrude and scale, E to extrude and scale, press M and merge at center. So go to the edge selection. I'm going to select these edges. Okay, this is not required, so I just undo it. Okay, Control B to bevel and create a small edge loops and select this. Control B to bevel and make it a little bit bigger and select this one. Okay, wireframe only we can go, so it will be easier for the selection. And I am selected this one and press again Control B and make the small bevel here. So I press Control 3 to make it smoother. So in this I am going to give some thickness. For this keys also I am going to give thickness. I show you how to do the same. I save this one. This is a rubber thing, so which is going to press it each and every time. And I go to modify tool and make it 3. So this is going to be inside, so let it be 1. It's enough. In case if you are showing this rubber outside, then you can give it 3 like that thing, so which is going to be hidden inside the keys, so not required much high resolution for this. Okay, for the reason I just keep it and I make one backup for this. Shift D and right click, press M and create the new selection BKB and save it. So now it has been moved and I am unselected in from the toolbar and not view also, it's not required completely. Okay, that's just a backup. After doing this, select and go to the solidify, go above the solidify section and make it 3 for better looking. And here is the thickness, even thickness I am going to give it 2, 3. So let's see after the subdivision how it looks. Yeah, looks better. So let it be the same. I am going to select this, add a solidify. Sorry, I clicked the wrong one. I think I clicked the skin, so it takes some time to modify because it's a little big processing modifier, so it's taking time. Let's see, try to cancel it. Okay, totally hanged. Fine, so the better way, I just close it because we know what we have done. I just go to that and I go to this modifier again. I open the keyboard. So now go to this one and go to modifier and add a solidify and even thickness and increase the thickness. Okay, now it has been ready, and we are going for the unwrapping here. So this one I go to edit mode, go to the UV editing map, select everything, U to unwrap. Okay, go to the face selection and turn off the solidify here. U to unwrap. Okay, now it has been unwrapped, and this is not much requirement for doing a mark seam, because it's going to be inside and it's going to have the single color. So this is finished. Now go to here, go to edit mode. Now here we are going to mark a seam. So what I am going to do is, I am going to the edge selection and select this edge and press control undo it, control E, and press mark seam, and I am going to select this one. Bottom, anything is there? Nothing is there. I think, okay, nothing is there. So select this, control E, and mark a seam. So what is a marker seam? It's a marker seam. It will unwrap the 3D object into 2D. So I'm going to select everything, press U, and unwrap it. Now you can able to view this as the separate object. So this is separate object, and this is the more idea I got. Okay, I got one better way. So I just undo it, the mark seam. So I select everything. So I'm going to just stir this one, so it will become like a single piece. For us to do a mapping, it will be easy. It will be easy in texturing. So let me try this one, how it works out. Press Ctrl E and mark seam. Yeah, select everything. U to unwrap. Yeah, now this is better. So here we can make the text to visible here. So in this center we can make the text. So I just go to edit mode, normal thing, and go to layout and save it. And I just make some backups for this. Press Ctrl Shift as keyboard, and I'm going to make it this is master, and save, and Ctrl Shift S, and this keyboard I'm going to delete it, and this keyboard I'm going to give it a backup, BKB. So once backup is done, then I just open the master. Now here we are going to do some more tricks to do the work little bit faster. Go to the top view, and here we are going to make some keys for this. Total how many keys are there? Total 12 keys is required, including that. So I save this one, and I just minimize this, and I create a array modifier. So here using this we are going to modify further things. So I just make a little bit gap here. Okay, this gap is enough for making a pressing a keys. So it will be okay. Have this gap is enough. Now using this I go to the top view and scroll it out. I am going to increase to up to 11, and let's we calculate how many total is 12 is required. Yeah, 12 is required. 3 3 3 9 10 11. Okay, including the master only it's calculating. Okay, 12 is completed. Okay, now I'm going to create a new collection for this, and this collection I'm going to make it as key master. So I'm going to move this one to the key master. So now it has been moved. I am going to rename this one. The object name is key. So I am going to give it as total how many rows are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows are there. So this is going to be a third row. So I make it as key 3. So this is the third row it's going to be. And second row, what is the buttons is total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11. So I just press Shift D to duplicate, right click to cancel, and G Y axis I am going to move, and I am going to give the gap little bit like this. So this will be correct, I feel. I make it a little bit inside also. Okay, fine. And this one I am going to make it as 11 count, which is required for us, and I am going to move this key little bit further, not much, little bit further. I zoom it in, and GX to move using a shift key. I am going to move like this little bit. Okay, and see here how it's the here. Fine, it's a little bit came like this only. Fine, now this is ready, and I'm going to save it, and I'm going to rename it this to key 4 row. So I'm going to give the 4. And next thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to duplicate this, Shift D, right click, and G, Y, and move like this a little bit. Yeah, I hope it's matching the above gap, I feel. Go to the top view. Yeah, it's matching correct. So here also what I'm going to do is, I just missed out, I think something. Yeah, you have to make it as a 10 count. Now it came correct. So now here I'm going to move a little bit further here. I'm zoom it out. Sorry, zoom it in. And GX and move towards like this off of the button. Okay. Now as per requirement we have got some keys, and this is going to be a row 5. I'm going to rename the object row 5 and enter. I save this one. Now we have completed the requirement, basic requirement for this. So further we have to design one more row in top. So that is the button is so that is the 13 keys is required for that. So I select this and Shift D to duplicate, and G Y to move upwards like this, and this gap is enough for this. Okay, and here I am going to do some small modification here for the keys, because letter has the different keys, and we can keep the same also, not a problem. So let it be the same. So here we are going to do movement here. So I am going to give it, this is us having something extra, I think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. I need to increase one more. So from here I am going to do one more movement for this, and we are going to make it, oops, we have missed one thing. Select this and press Ctrl J to join. Let's see how it comes. Oops. Select this and Ctrl J to join. Yeah, it comes perfectly for that. And before that, I just undo this and I'm going to duplicate for this one there. I missed out, sorry for that. And Shift D and move here. Shift D and move here. Shift D and move here. Sorry, GY we can make it, so it will be easier alignment. So after selecting this, select this and press Ctrl J. Save it, select this, Ctrl J. Select and select this, Ctrl J. You should be clear when you are selecting that because you have to select the root. Okay. Now it has been ready with the bottom keys and everything. Fine. So that coloring everything we can make it further later. Okay. Now we are going to move, and before that we are going to see how it comes the unwrapping also. Once again you can confirm with UV editing. Okay, it's not came correct because we have all the object continuously here, so that's the reason it has come overlapped. So this one we will solve later. So first we will complete this work and designing work. Finally we will do the UV unmapping and texturing. Okay, now here we are going to do some more between changes here. What is that? So we are going to move the keys. G X to move, and let it be with second way off. Okay, fine. So now we have readied this row A has been completed. Now using this same key we are going to make the other things. Okay, and I press F2 to rename this as and 2. This is the 2, key 2 is the row, so I make it key 2 and save this one. Now this has been ready, and bottom also some thing is required, so we can make it a little bit later. So now further things what we are going to do. Next we are going to create a first row. So in this we have some little bit complicated, so I will tell you what to do. Press Shift D and right click to cancel, and GY to move little bit further because this will be little bit length only default. Go to the top view again. So now why this screencasting is off? Sorry, I think I missed out. I'm really sorry for that. And okay, this gap is fine. I just move a little bit inside. Okay, yeah, this gap will be good further, I think so. And now I press Shift D and right click to cancel, and GX to move, and select this one and going to rename it as 1, and select this one. Now this one I am selected, and I am going to decrease it to 0 and close. The array is not required completely, so fine. Now select this one and press GX to move, make it one key little bit further, not much. This is okay, I feel. Now in this I am going to give it as 4 keys, and I am going to duplicate it for the 2 times. Shift DX, shift dx. So after this gx and move a little bit further, and gx and move a little bit further. Okay, now this top key has been ready for us, and we are going to concentrate on the further buttons. First, let me complete one by one in the bottom. I save this, select this, shift D and X and move till here. Okay, GX and fine. So now, okay, everything matched perfect, and I'm going to make it this one as, I think, completely not required. I just close this one and go to edit mode, and I just go to this one and solidify timing. I turn off in editing mode, and I select, press Ctrl L and hide it for timing. Now go to the top view and go to the wireframe, select one, select this and GX to move. Okay, and I create one looker here, scale it in x-axis 0. Fine. Now this key has been extended. Okay, now go to edit mode. This one we have to make it as center, alt H, and unhide is Control L. Go to the Control 7 and go to the down view and GX and make it center. Fine. Okay, it looks better. I thought it's showing outside, but it's not nice. Fine. So after doing this, we can go for the further design. Go to the top view, press shift D and y axis and move here. Same way we are going to do. I'm going to select this GX to move up to here. And select this GX, or you can make double G to move, that is better. Select this, press Ctrl L, go to top view and GX to move a little bit for the center. Okay, let's see how it looks. Yeah, looks better and fine. So we are going to do further design in bottom still again. Next is the shift key. So we have not completed, still more down. Go to the top view again and press shift D and Y axis and use a control key to align it properly. Go to edit mode, go to the wireframe, select it and GX to move up to here and create one loop here, scale it in axis 0 and enter, and select this one, press Ctrl L and GX to move, or we can, it's having the more space, we can give shift D and X to make it anywhere wherever they click, let it work. I go to the normal view now. Fine. So we have created up to here. We are going to create another thing for the bottom. Go to the top view, press shift D and Y and move towards up to here. Okay, have the same distance. No. Yeah, now almost matched. Now here we are going to edit mode and go to the this one and press Ctrl L and X to delete the vertices, and press go to the edge selection and X to dissolve the edges to unselect that. Go to the vertices selection and GX to move towards here. I make it this one is center. Okay, fine. I go to the top view and solid view. Yeah, it looks fine. Now I shift D and right click and GY to move using the control key and move, and GX to move up to here is the same way. GX, GY. Fine. Now this one going to be a 3 key. I'm going to give it as 3. And the same thing has been going to duplicate here in bottom. So this one I'm going to give it as F2 and key 6. I'm going to do Shift D to duplicate, right click to cancel, rotate in Z axis, and GX to move using this, GX to move using this end, which will be nice. Okay, I hope it has been aligned correctly. So one second, I confirm it. GX. Okay, fine. I hope it has been matched correctly. So now I'm going to select this, or we can select this also. Shift D and X. Okay, let it be have some gap. GX. So this is my model keyboard. I'm going to close this thing and go to edit mode. Shift Z. And timing, I hide this, select this and GX to move until here and zoom it, GX to move a little bit further. So now after doing this, go to the edge selection, select and dissolve the edges and create some low cuts and leave it. So this one will be missed out. Alt H, select this, vertices, Control L and GX to move, Shift DX, Shift DX. So we have created the 3 things here. So now this part has been completed, and almost it's going to hit the same, I think so. So select the same, this one, and let's try Shift D and X and rotate it in Z axis. Sorry, rotate it in Z axis. Okay, this one need to come down, this one need to come up, I think so. So let's see. Okay, slowly I'm just moving using a shift key. Okay, this became correct, and this one, let's see, GY and align it correctly, and GX to move a little bit here, GX to move here. Okay, this one looks a little bit bigger, I think so. This shift key, I do one thing, go to this, select this, and GX to move a little bit down here. Okay, now Y axis is a key, and GY once again I used this key. Fine. Okay, now this shift key also completed. Only has the two options here which need to be completed. I select this and move here, and this video is going to be longer, and next all videos are going to be longer because it has the many work to complete. Okay, this one is suitable, and here we are going to move some more things. So this one I make it a one number added. Okay, and this one GX, move here, GX. Fine. Now I hope this came a little bit outside, so we can do the some alignment GX. Okay, GX and GX. Fine. Now our keyboard has been ready with the basic layout and designs. Let's see in the next video. So we are going to do the other buttons whatever it's required, and we are going to further design that going to the bottom and unwrapping everything for those. Thank you friends for watching this full complete video, and if you are very new to this channel, subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends. So until we complete everything, please see the complete videos which will be your understanding. Don't skip it. If you skip it, you will miss some settings. So okay friends, bye. Let's see in the next video. Bye bye.